Oh, I'm interested. I'm interested in what they're saying. Oh shit, Ein and Reese. Connections with the bracers. Zin? Wonder how Reese is doing. Oh. Yep, he lying. She's in great spirits. But my food expenses have been skyrocketing ever since. When I said she was getting too fat, when she started getting weight, when we that dog. On the next mission, she ended up eating twice as much and completely dried my wallet. Yeah, you have no tact, Kevin. Seems like she still has you under her thumb. Hello? Doesn't want to translate that. Oh shit, I hope nothing happens. Oh lord. I'm kinda scared for them too. So last episode when we were running around in the garden in the 5th layer, we got the Memento Orb number 4. Wonder who it's gonna be about. I personally think it could be about Harwood, as we just saw him, right? And he said that this is my first and last appearance. So I wonder, is it actually about him? Or is it going to be about someone else? Number 4 is called Queen of Aces Emilia. Emilia? For real? Queen of Aces. Is it actually Queen of Aces or Race? Emilia though. Give it to me. There was a woman who was called the Ace of Aces. Oh, damn. What's that soundtrack? Okay. The Airship Armored Division can be said to be the main combat doctrine of the Colvard Republic Army in recent years. Your basic tactics consist of highly maneuverable orbital tanks, gunships, which are lightly armored but have overwhelming space control capabilities. Learning from their defeat at the hands of a what? It says God Art, but what the hell is a God Art? At the hands of the Divine Knights that wielded supernatural. Wait, Crossbow's independence, so. The Aeons? I think it's the Aeons, if it's Crossbow. Improved performance of each aircraft and large troop transport by expanding AV-2. Blind spots in combat doctrine were almost completely eliminated. AV-2, is that some kind of a airship? Until the Erebonian Empire, their greatest potential enemy, released not only their specialty heavy tanks, but also manned humanoid weapons known as soldats. Furthermore, the large flying battleships that support this combat doctrine, the Republic's pride and joy, 200 Arge class Aubatan Kaitos, overwhelmed by the Empire's 250 Arge class Gargantua. Republic's chances of success in tactical simulations against the Empire continued to decline. Of course, the Republic was not just sitting idly by. In cooperation with Verne and the University of Science, a competition for a new next-generation weapon system has begun. It was obvious that they would not be able to prepare in time for a full-scale, all-out war with the Erebonian Empire. Oh. Septine calendar, 1206. 1st of September. So this is the start of the Great War. This marked the beginning of the war of aggression by the Erebonian Empire against the Republic of Calvard, which would later be called the Jormungandr War. Jormungand War. The most fierce battle took place on the Crossbell front, where the Erebonian Empire's forces numbered 350,000, while the Republic of Calvard's forces numbered 280,000. In addition to heavy tanks and armored soldiers, there are also the latest gigantic flying battleships and even railway guns boasting overwhelming firepower. In just one day, the front line collapsed and the Republic mainland was hit. There was even a risk of being, I think it says avalanched, but I think this is invaded. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen. Okay, hold up. The Avior type gunship Lux Raider, an old model, but with the latest tuning, cuts through the skies over the battlefield where the Imperial army is beginning to dominate. The Imperial Navy's medium-sized airships had been high. The Imperial Navy's medium-sized airships had high defense capabilities, but were slow to launch attacks through gaps in their armor, destroying them all one after the other. In return, they destroyed heavy tanks on the ground by firing Gatling guns directly above the turret, which was a weak point. What are we talking about? Did they just describe Emilia's action? Oh, there you are. You were there. The most troublesome weapon was the latest model of the Imperial Army's armored corps, a machine called the Kestrel, which had the ability to fly. Although its range was short, over short distances, it had better maneuverability than a gunship and was smaller in size, which meant that as long as it doesn't hit you, it's no problem. As her wingman gunships were shot down one by one, she instantly came up with an insane fighter maneuver. As several flying armored soldiers approached from behind, the Lux Raider's nose rose vertically. Then, with the sun at its back, it rolled onto its back, completing a 180-degree turn, without slowing down at all. What? Where did she go? The flying armored soldiers lose sight of the gunship, which is maneuvering abnormally. Immediately afterwards, they sense something unusual and look at the rear camera. So she was fighting in that? Okay. Now that's more impressive. And there, without them realizing it was a gunship, with a fully loaded Gatling gun behind them. What? The devil? A demon? How? Farewell. Farewell. It just says goodbye over adieu. Dancing. Dancing, the Gatling guns decide to target the tanks. Cut through the armored soldiers who are far inferior in armor in the air. Dog, this is not English. We are missing some words. No, I think it actually says dancing and dancing. The Gatling guns, yeah, it's pretty much what I just said. There is no sense of elation, it's just a one-sided torture. But even so, she continues to pull the trigger and steadily destroys the enemy's forces for the sake of her country, as a simple soldier. Oh, sorry, I certainly won't go like that young man. I want to go? Can we go back? I can't do like that young man, I think. I'm not exactly sure. While watching the armored soldiers fall into the wreckage, she remembers the grey aircraft she saw a year and a half ago. I think this is not aircraft, this is mecha. Grey, ash. Volumar. A young hero who piloted a supernatural machine called a Divine Knight and toyed with the Gab ship forces, whatever the Gab ship means, only forcing them to make an emergency landing with a peak strike. Okay, I think I see what she meant. I can't do like that young man, simply because she cannot save them as Reen did. I would have liked to fight him if he had come, but it seems like they've made some kind of secret agreement. Is it actually what she said? Then let's at least try to go for a decisive blow. With her hawk-eye eyesight. With her hawk-like eyesight, she caught the Imperial Army's latest flying battleship, the Gargun II class. It is said to be equipped with countless interceptor weapons. It is an aerial fortress that is virtually impossible to conquer by a single aircraft. Really? But if we could just take one ship down, it would turn the tide. It would turn the tide even slightly. There was no reason not to do it. And with that, she gave her final orders to her. Okay, no. She gave her final orders to her gunship crew, the battle-hardened subordinates who had not lost their minds during the insane maneuver earlier. Oh, she wasn't alone. Tell all the crew, I'm going to aim for a big one now. Prepare for an emergency evacuation. Stick with it until the very end and survive.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. In the first day of the Jormungand War, Calvert Air Force Gunship Unit Lux Raiders battle results. Captain Air Force Captain Emilia Hard. She shot down 7 medium-sized flying ships, 12 heavy tanks, 8 flying armored soldiers, and 10 other armored soldiers. She damaged the enemy Gargun II class flying battleship and forced it to withdraw from the battlefield. Immediately afterwards, The plane was hit by enemy railway gunfire, and although it avoided it, it was moderately damaged and was caught in the shockwave and crashed. This is where her injury comes from. Right? All crew members escaped, but Captain Emilia, who was the last to recover the aircraft, recover or escape, suffered serious injuries that required 3 months to recover. Damn. I want to know who's been drawing these. Because they look good. They look really good. 3 months later, Emilia was released from the hospital and retires from the military due to residual injuries. On that occasion, President who? Hold up. Oh, President Rocksmith was about to retire from office, awarded her the Chevalier in recognition of her great achievements on the first day, and her final rank was Major, which is why she's called Major Emilia. Thus, the name of Ace Queen Emilia is passed down within the Republic Army as a hidden hero. 2 years and 4 months later, it remains a mystery what she was doing until she once again attracted the public's attention. I guess for 2 years and not really and a half, but she was doing the Hermes stuff. Okay. Be honest, this wasn't the greatest one. Like, for real. Number one, I didn't expect for this one to be Emilia. It has no correlation to what's going on in the story right now, right? The first one didn't either, but it was still super nice to see. Second one, it kind of did because we saw the remnants after all, after a bit. And these guys, they were just before we met them in Basil. This one's kind of random, but like not many exciting things happen in it. It's a bit sad. I was expecting more from this. Oh well. At least I know that these two have me. I just know. If no one has me, the Belgard Connect event has me. I just know. Oh. We got Bermati to level 3. Oh man. It's another hollow core voice. No, I want equipment. I was like, why is Crow in the red? It's because bro has 1 HP, that's why. It seems that my master has some spare camping supplies that he used on a motorcycle trip a while back. Apparently, he wanted to use it all up before the expiration date. So, he was thinking of having a bonfire somewhere in the western suburbs. Looks a bit interesting. Should I give it a go? Yes, sir. Vaughn explained the situation to Agnes and they decided to temporarily split. I joined up with Belgard and we headed west on our motorcycles. Oh. I was about to say what a nice sound, and then my PlayStation just starts. This is quite difficult. Lighting a fire with a metal match takes a bit of a knack, a bit of skill, you know? Anyway, that's how it is. Try it again. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna hide it. Boom. Try it like this, huh? Oh. I could look at this forever. Perhaps it is because it's a fire that started with so much effort, or rather that took so much effort. Enjoying the effort and hassle is part of the fun of camping. I must say it's actually, yeah, part of the fun of any hustle, to be honest. Of course, if you enjoy it as a hobby, because if you're hustling to live, like waking up every day at like 6 in the morning to go to work, come back home, make food, eat, and just sleep, and yeah, that shit is pretty hard. There's no fun in it. If it's a hobby, for example, what I'm doing right now, YouTube, it's actually, yeah, just like he says, enjoying the effort and the hassle is part of the fun. I think it can apply to things more than just camping. It's a somewhat luxurious pleasure, precisely because we live in an age that prioritizes convenience. Certainly it's different from the occasional camping we do on 4SPG business trips. I think I understand a little now why the master is so insistent on a motorcycle trip, so obsessed. This prevented my fire starters and firewood from getting damp. Whatever that means. Let's use this fire to boil some water and make some coffee. By the way, Vaughn, have you ever floated marshmallows roasted over a bonfire in coffee? What the? That is a devilish, extremely devilish tempting combination. The bittersweet yet gentle sweetness of burnt marshmallows melting in a warm coffee. Just as the last season. Huh? It's like the last time the night breeze feels cool. It's like embracing the lonely tree. I'm glad you like it. Is what the master's been carving for a while a statue of the goddess? Or actually Buddha? Let me see. Yes, in the Far East, pine has the same meaning as saint. Pine is how can I say? I'm pretty sure it's the material that's being carved right now. And it's used to carve statues like these kinds. It is said by carving mindlessly like this, one can approach a state of enlightenment. Okay, let me check. Okay, I learned it directly from my master, who taught me the Kunlun style when I was young. Kunlun is like his kung fu style, his martial arts style. I would love to see someone like Aaron take on that role, so I could try that one out. However, when Master was young, I think I heard a little bit about it yesterday. Seems like you traveled to many different places in your past, haven't you? That's right, perhaps it could be said that travel is my life. My whole life is traveling. It's about traveling. My hometown is a remote village, halfway up the Tian Shan mountain range. Where exactly? In my youth, I was known as a hopeless delinquent, constantly rebelling against those around me. Master? A delinquent? It's strangely similar to your story. In those days, the world was rife with poverty and injustice, making even the teachings of the church seem hypocritical. I remember feeling sick of the claustrophobic feeling that was clinging to me and feeling extremely isolated. I think the second translation is way better. I remember being stifled by a pervasive sense of stagnation, constantly simmering with resentment, and ultimately descending into a complete isolation. Ooh. It all started when I met a female traveler who came to my hometown when she was young. Or when I was young? Who could she be? Her travel stories of traveling across the entire continent are brilliantly interesting and entertaining. Fascinating, interesting, and amusing, shining with brilliance. At the same time, it was enough to make me realize the smallness and contradiction of my own actions in rebelling against the world without knowing it. Ooh! I immediately left my hometown and traveled throughout the continent, doing day jobs. 2 years later, after a long journey, I found myself in the Ishgar Mountains, and I met my master with the Kunlun style. It's basically he says, Master's master. What kind of person? What kind of... Deep breath, deep breath. Master's master. What kind of person were they? He was a quiet man of few words, yet he possessed an unfathomable depth, as if he was one with the universe. A werewolf. While possessing a gentle nature that allowed him to converse with animals and birds, he showed absolutely no mercy during practice. Even while discerning the hidden dew of my heart, he thoroughly beat me into shape, both body and mind. What is exactly the dew? Damn, it all begins with knowing your own heart. First, accept what lies within the abyss. That goes super hard. This is what you told me when... I didn't mean to repeat it, like to parrot what I heard, but when I realized it later, I chuckled. Oh, I think he said that, having foreseen that I would take on an apprentice like you. Damn. Who was his master? No, that's going too far. It shows how insightful he was to think that way. Including the fact that around the time I was mastering the intermediate level, I was subtly advised to return to my hometown. My hometown, which I had returned to after several years, was soon attacked by bandits. As the village burned, I was overwhelmed by unbearable feelings while evacuating the people. Hmm. Oh, he has a lot of it on his shoulders, I think. Considering the fact that he could not save um Sister Ortesia, so basically the sister that protected Celis in her flashback, her memory, or whatever it's called. Kind of same thing with Rion. Oh yeah. Since long ago, I had faintly but surely felt its presence within me, a power. The anger of myself. No, it was anger towards myself for having it all to myself and not being able to find a place to use it for a long time. Damn. Wow, a roar that pierced the heavens. It was only after it was all over that I had realized that it was mine. Damn. Wow. At some point, nearly 100 bandits were lying down at the base of the group, powerless. As the leader of the captured bandits was yelling and screaming about his revenge, certain people appeared on the scene. The church, right? Ooh. Huh. Pretty interesting. Who could it be? I'm pretty sure it's the same woman that was at the... damn. I am at a loss for words. And not for the right reasons. Pretty sure this is the same woman who was traveling at the start of this event. The moment I caught sight of her surrounded by her knights, I involuntarily cried out. I couldn't help but cry out. Shit, man. Hey, this guy Belgard, he is hard. The actual definition of hard. And I think that's the influence. That is what influenced Vaughn to be so hard-boiled. Hard-boiled. You know when your relatives, especially like your dad, grandpa, and shit, you start dropping some lore. And some crazy lore, I mean. Just like, you know. Damn! I feel exactly the same right now. And I think it probably impacted Vaughn the same way dad lore would on anyone. She must have known from the beginning that I was the successor to the then absent 8th rank, the 8th Dominion. Oh, that is why my casual encounter with her helped me to look outside and encouraged me to grow. When I later found out that she was also acquainted with my master, I could only give a wry smile. In any case, this was my second encounter. Oh, that's the Pope! That is the Pope. Exactly. In any case, this was my second encounter with her holiness. Or Orestes? Orestes? Yeah, Orestes. Shit, Orestes or Orestes. I had heard rumors that the current Pope of the Ulteria Kingdom, the HQ of the Septian Church, was a terrible, formidable old woman. Terrible old hag is crazy. Isn't that just a bit of nonsense? How? she's a person who always looks beyond the mundane world. Like she's, how can I say? Outside of this world, but like over, rather. Beyond, yeah. Okay, therefore, there is no doubt that even now she is acting with extraordinary motives, unusual intentions. Stop with this fucking song, man! Even considering the overwhelming power of this republic, nay, of the entire continent itself. Oh, hold up. Yeah, I don't know which one it is. With an eye on the might of this republic, and even the continent itself. Okay, I see. With each person's thoughts are intertwined as to what kind of answer the world will give. That's... I have now stepped down from my position as a knight and can no longer be close to her holiness. But even so, I have to watch how things unfold in my own way. At the very least, I hope that my disciples do not walk the path of regret. See, this is what I mean. This guy is... He hard. He is hard. I felt like I just heard some incredibly unbelievable story. If the need ever arises, please feel free to rely on me, Master. I think I've improved somewhat on, this past year. I owe it all to Agnes, my assistants, many others, and without a doubt, my master. He cared for me, even when I had slipped away. He truly guided me. Oh, when I had slipped away, once I let go, pretty much abandoned life, I think. I'll do everything I can to help, as a way of... Hey man, stop stuttering! I'll do everything I can to help, as a way of repaying a debt I can never truly repay down. Oh. Oh man! I love this guy. You little rascal. How you've grown all of a sudden, acting so self-important. Do you think you've grown this much? This is what it means to be a master. See my students flourish. Although I am a disciple, but a rather unsuccessful, underheaded one. I cannot scream. I cannot scream because I will wake up the people in my home. Yes, although I am a disciple, I am an unsuccessful disciple and an underhanded one, like a secret one rather. This too, I suppose, is a kind of fate, the thing that kept me tethered to the world. Let me check that. I'm gonna text-to-speech this. I'm interested to know. I want to know exactly what this fate word is. Okay, no, it actually is fate. I ask that because at the end of Kuro 1, Belgard talks about karma And I'm pretty sure he came back after it. I just wanted to know if it was the same word.
こんなものだな。
That's it. This is about it.
少しばかり歪んだか。
It's a little warped, isn't it?
仏像彫りとは仏の心を彫るもの。そこには己の心が映し出される。
Carving Buddhist statues is carving the Buddha's heart. One's heart, one's own heart, is reflected there.
だが、今の私にはこのくらいがちょうどいいのやもしれんな。
Perhaps this is just right for me right now.
かつての使命とは外れた場所で、外れた弟子を支えていくという意味では。
In the sense of supporting a stray disciple, a place far removed from their original mission. I'd be teased mercilessly if my senior apprentices found out. It's incredibly reassuring, Master.
これからもよろしく頼むぞ、バン。
I look forward to working again with you, Vaughn. Oh, this was so good. Oh, this was so good. Afterwards, we enjoyed a brief moment together until the bonfire burned out. We returned to the capital and reunited with Anya's. This shit was good. This shit was good. This shit was so good. I'm really interested in what this one has in store for us. Damn, I cannot stress enough the fact that this shit was good. It was super good now. This one is about Runa's father. How is it supposed to compare with Belgard's Connect event?
なるほど、一通り理解した。
I see, I understand it.
昨日の一件の他にも彼の息子の素行について十分裏を取ることができたな。
Besides what happened yesterday, I was able to get some good information about my son's behavior, conduct. No, I was just telling you things I learned in the course of my work. Sorry that I could not provide info. Oh boy, I am sorry that I could not provide enough information about... Oh. Regarding the slush fund of Vice Minister Valentino. So, Jeffrey's dad. Yes, in that case, we have already evidence from another source. Oh shit, oh, he might be gone. We've already negotiated with the media. The story about the slush fund will be reported as soon as his dismissal is finalized. Damn. That timing would allow the damage to the government and each ministry be kept to a minimum. Well, that's some skillful maneuvering. I didn't realize you'd gone to such length with the groundwork already. I'm just doing what's necessary. After all, the current administration is in the midst of a space program. Given this situation and the misconduct of a high-ranking bureaucrat, the optimal solution is a swift and simultaneous response. In that sense, I judged it reasonable to approach from the other side as well. That's why I called you. Yes, the other side is behind the scenes. Wait, so who exactly were we talking about when we said son? I think it was about Jeffrey then, and not Rune. When did we see... It could have been, really, because we saw the both of them yesterday. That is quite thorough. The CID is also completely engrossed in that project. Now is the time to handle it solely with the authority of the existing ministry. Whatever you say, Dad. Up until now, the CID has always intervened. That won't happen now. This will serve as a stepping stone to restoring the initiative and soundness. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, yeah. Oh, I see, so you've thought that far ahead. Oh, it's some kind of revenge, isn't it? Simply that two independent administrative... I don't care, I don't care, I simply do not care. Anyway, thanks to... Anyway, thanks for helping me out with that sudden information request. I owe you one. Nah, it's necessary. Well then, I'll take my leave now. Even a vice minister would find it troublesome to be around someone as shady as me for a long time. Oh. Director Archive. No, Vaughn. Please wait a moment. I'm sorry to keep you, but do you have some time after this? If you don't mind, what about a drink? You call me the what? Oh, whoa, I was about to misclick. Never expected to receive an invitation from the Vice Minister. That's surprising. Or rather... Come on, this is Unk right there. That might be true. What? That might be true. Actually, I rarely ask anyone out for drinks myself. Anyway, it is a precious opportunity to exchange words with you. Words? I'm about to punch the fuck out of my mic. It is a precious opportunity to exchange words with you after 17 years. Well then, let's talk. Let's talk without getting too serious. Informally. It's true, it's been a while since I've been a kid, huh? Oh, it's been since I was a kid that we last talked. And we both have our own circumstances, but let's go along with this, shall we? However, I was surprised to learn that even you know about this restaurant. Oh, is it that surprising? I hadn't been able to come lately, but before I became vice minister, I used to come here often. This place is great for soba noodles, yakitori, and their truly exceptional dish is the motsuni, a hidden gem known only to the initiated. Okay, to a secret to those in the know. To the regulars. You seem to be much more of a connoisseur than me. So, what's the story? It's nothing important, I just wanted to greet you properly on this occasion. I heard that my son reunited with you and Miss Elaine in high school. I wish I could have met you then. It was quite some time before I was able to meet Elaine and her family. Oh, the opportunity never came, and it was quite some time before I was able to greet Miss Elaine and her family. Is that so? I ended up dropping out of high school though. Well, it's not quite the same as then, but I suppose it's fate that we've met like this for work. Now then, let's make a toast. We exchanged adult chatter for the first time in 17 years. I roughly grasped the path that they had taken. Oh, I don't feel so good. What was happening to me? But still, for the Vice Minister to go to the trouble of greeting me personally is surprisingly diligent. You have to be incredibly diligent to handle this job. Still, I never would have guessed you were doing something like that after dropping out. I also discreetly tried to find your whereabouts through my connections, but it seems I overlooked something. Were you investigating me? Ah, I was Miss Lane who played it. What? Oh, it was Miss Lane who played it through Rune, you see. Pleaded? Yeah, pleaded. Because you disappeared so suddenly, even Rune seemed worried, despite his outward appearance. Damn. Ah, I see. Well, I guess I did them wrong. Still, even though it was Elaine's request, it's surprising that Rune would rely on his father. Yes, come to think about it, that's the only time I can remember anyone relying on my strength. Not anyone. Him relying on my strength. Like power, rather, in this case. Power as in the political power. However, speaking of Rune, at first I thought that the reason I was invited this time was to talk about him. I thought too, to be honest. Me, not the dad. Certainly, lately with the progress of that project, my son seems to have some thoughts on the matter. What kind of thoughts? After all, he's my son. So at the very least, there is no need for us to... At the very least, we shouldn't interfere. Okay, perhaps I had some thoughts about the project, not my son. However, if you would like to discuss something with me about Rune, I would be happy to listen. Okay. If you want to talk to me about Rune, I'll listen. Well, there's nothing in particular I want to ask you. I have my concerns, but his ambiguous nature is nothing new. For now, I'll keep an eye on things. That's all I intend to do. If there's no problem, that's the best outcome. Even though things may seem different, I want to believe his true nature hasn't changed. He still hates being called by his first name. Yes, it is a gender-neutral name, you see. I know there's something to that. Oh, he has feelings about that. Really? No, it's not like he hates his own name, though. Rather, I think he liked the name before going to Oracion. When he was little. Whoa, that's unexpected. I named him Rune because it was my wife, who passed away before I went to see his... What? I came up with the name Rune because his mother was my wife, who passed away before we went to Oracion, so they were not living there, I think, before. Really, even before our child was born, my wife was adamant that she wanted to name him Rune regardless of gender. Maybe he didn't want it to seem like he was making fun of the name his mother had given to him. Ah, I see. Hearing you say that, I realized that I may have done something wrong. You have nothing to regret. It is simply a matter of how you interpret Rune, of how Rune perceives it. Huh. It's a bit confusing, I'm gonna be honest. The translations are not the best. For example, he actually lets Elaine call him Rune, like casually, usually. Oh, that's true. Come to think of it, even when he brought his girlfriend, even when he brought his girlfriend home, he didn't seem to mind being called by his first name. Oh, speaking about her. Oh, right! I forgot about that. Yes, I know about the spring breakup. As far as I know, that was the third one. Third one as in that's the third one. So, that means there's something else I don't know about, right? Yes, the second one was a colleague at the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communication. They started dating about 6 months after he joined the ministry. It seems they parted ways when he transferred to the CID. What about the first one? I had no idea that something like that happened when I wasn't around. However, when I think about it, I guess it's better not to chase after those who leave. It's like the saying, let bygones be bygones. It seems like he breaks up with each of his partners strangely easily, and that he's somehow resigned himself to it. Well, he's not the type to get attached to people. That said, it seems he showed sincerity to everyone he was with. I'm sure he probably has his reasons. As long as he hasn't said anything himself, there's not much I can say. However, it seems like him to let go of something. Come to think of it, even though it was Elaine's request, he was still trying to find me, even relying on his dad. Oh, maybe he had some thoughts about my relationship with Elaine. Okay, let me try to get a better translation of this. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same. Perhaps he had some thoughts about my relationship with Elaine. I think either that or the relationship of the group to all three of them. No, he's not so clumsy as to be swayed by something like that. Okay, I'm gonna interpret it as he would not be influenced by their relationship to ask his dad for help. So he took the initiative, not really initiative because it was still asked, but he didn't ask because of these two's relationship. No, I think he asked because of their relationship as a group. Regardless, Rune is still young and depending on the circumstances, may need the help of friends. Yes, understand. No matter what position he is now, he is still my friend. Oh? Excuse me for a moment.
お前にしては出るのが遅いな。まあいい。業務上の連絡事項だ。手短に済ませるぞ。
You're late. What does you're late mean? You're late for this. Perhaps you didn't answer very quickly? Oh well, this is work related, so I'll keep it brief.
そろそろバレンティの事務次官の一件に関して他の省庁が動き始めているはずだ。
Other ministers should be starting to act on the Valentino
特
matter.
法務省あたりが極秘裏にお前に接触しているんじゃないか。
In particular, isn't likely that the Minister of Justice has been contacting you in secret? Justice or the vice prime whatever? Huh. I'd like to say, as usual, you seen through me, but that was a bit sloppy even for you.
今の状況でも一応探りを入れてくるか。さすがだな、我が息子ながら。
Even in the current situation, he's trying to find out. As expected of my son. Okay. I think, in Rune's mind, he, or rather Von, was about to get contacted by the Ministry of Justice. But no, actually it was his father, so the Ministry of the Vice Minister, right? Hence,
そういうことなら私は失礼しよう。あとは二人で話すといい。
hence the surprise. Well, then, in that case, I will take my leave. The two of you can talk things
ル
over.
ネ、あまり自分だけで背負い込まんようにな。
Hold up.
ルネ、
Okay. I just thought he said Rune a bit weird, but no. Rune, try not to carry everything yourself, okay?
父さん。
Father.
なるほど。どうやら肉のあの店のようだな。情報交換の流れで一緒に飲んでいたわけか。
I see. So it seems to be that shop in the 2nd district. So you were drinking together as part of an information exchange. Yeah, I was invited to say hello after a long time. Rather a greeting, not just saying hello. Well, it was a good opportunity, so... Oh, it is a good opportunity, so how about now? Then come. Oh, please join me for the rest of the story.
あいにくこちらは忙しいのでな。必要な確認さえできればいい。
Unfortunately, I'm rather busy at the moment. I just need to confirm the necessary details.
まあ、その様子から察するに、法務省方面に混乱を招くような情報は流していなさそうか。
I don't care. I don't care about the Ministry of Justice. Maybe the criminal history of that spoiled brat. Didn't hear about the ritual. Oh. Okay. He's talking about the discussion they had. Yeah, basically they talked about the dad's well, basically what happened with the dad and then the son's criminal record, but nothing about what happened in the underground in the sewer with the AD stuff, the
な
ritual.
らいい。CID が関われない状況で各機関に混乱が広がるのは避けたいのでな。
Good then. We want to avoid widespread confusion among the various agencies in a situation where the CID cannot be involved.
記念公園での一件でも分かっただろうが、今後は一層慎重に動くことを進めておく。
As you should have realized from the incident in the Memorial Park, I advise you to be even more cautious in the
それで
future.
は失礼させてもらおう。アークライド所長。
ったく親父さんが気を利かしてくれたのに釣れねえ野郎なこった。
Oh my god, damn. Yeah, sure. Damn, what a grumpy son of a bitch. Even though his old man was trying to be helpful.
何を考えてやがるのか知らねえが、ま、そうは言ってもお前のことだ。
I don't know what you're thinking about. That said, I think you're still you.
今の状況がどうあれ、本音を聞き出す機会はきっとある。
No matter the current situation, there will surely be an opportunity to find the truth.
そうだろうさ。俺たち3人は今までだってそうしてきたしな。
Yeah, that's right. That's what the three of us have been always doing. Oh well. Thus, Vaughn inadvertently reaffirms his relationship with Rune through his father. And then we met up with Anius. I'ma be honest. I am not a fan of that one. Now, this may be because the translator was working pretty much 50% of the time. But, I'm not the biggest fan of the content of the event. I don't really know what to think about it. I mean, it's cool. The fact that we talked to his father and then to him after, it's cool. What we talked about too was cool about his first name, about him letting relationships go. Hey man, letting relationships go way too easily. Interesting. But it wasn't as deep as the Belgard one, so yeah. Yeah, to be honest, the Belgard one, in my opinion, extremely hard to equal. This shit, number one, it hits a bit deep for me. Cause damn, I don't want to say I'm getting old, but I'm starting to feel like I am getting old. And also the bits about his past, magnificent. They were super good. Anyway, I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, of a sucker for equipments. So, if the third star is an equipment, I kind of want it. So I think we're gonna roll with that. And of course, I hope it's not another Huddlecore voice. But damn. Alright. I think this is the end of this episode, because we've done this, the Amelia stuff, the 2 Connect events, and that's pretty much what we needed to do until we could continue on with the main story. So, I'ma leave you here. I'ma say goodbye and see you in the next one. Goodbye.